With Good Friday tomorrow, it is a shortened holiday week, and I thought it might be a good time to discuss an important topic that a lot of people have on their minds. You might find a few good friends that are not economists have been talking about this word quite a bit lately, and that word is tariffs. While I don't think it's important to get into the intricacies of how tariffs work, I do think a lot of investors are wondering, why do the tariffs matter and how are they going to affect the economy long term? Well, in general, tariffs are a tax on imports into the country. In this case, we've put a tax on imports into the United States. Knowing this is a tax, I think it's important to also discuss how the federal budget really works. A lot of talk has been had about the deficit that we've had for the last 25 years, but how we get to that deficit might have changed over the 25 years, depending on who's in office. One way you could reduce the deficit is by raising revenues through taxes, tariffs being included. Another way that you could reduce the deficit or eliminate the deficit is through reduced spending. Now, both lower taxes and more spending have the ability to boost economic activity. What that means is, on the flip side, both increased taxes and reduced spending could reduce economic activity. So while the nuances of how the tariffs are in place and where they're in place do matter as far as which areas of the market might perform better, I think it's important for people to understand the broad concept that raising money for the federal government would reduce economic activity on the surface. With this in mind, I think the larger question that most investors are asking is, what are the point of the tariffs? How long will they last? And how large will they be? Unfortunately, right now, I think the answer is many people don't know exactly what the final result will be. So far, at least, it seems like the reciprocal tariffs, the larger tariffs on top of the baseline 10%, could be a bargaining chip. However, there are more than 50 countries that are coming to the table trying to create a deal, which is likely to take more than 90 days. We don't know if that means that this 90-day pause will extend. Will we get a lot of deals in the interim? Will they go in place in 90 days? The answer to that question could have a big impact on the market. The market seems to be oscillating back and forth between potential recession from increased tariffs and increased trade tensions, and potential continued growth from all the AI, energy, infrastructure spending that was projected to happen both this year and next year. You've had major chip companies such as Taiwan Semi, Apple, Nvidia, all claim that they're ready to spend big dollars here in the US building factories and otherwise. That would require energy, infrastructure, and building to occur here in the US. It's hard to say right now if the increased tariffs and reduced economic activity would outweigh the potential increase in economic activity here in the US. We are also waiting on any potential tax policy to come through. There's a lot for you to think about as an investor right now. The best advice to you is to stay the course, stick to your long-term investing goals. But I hope this helps you at least understand a little bit more one of the most burning topics for investors right now. Hope you have a great weekend and happy Easter.